What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mike and I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be doing part 14 of how I ended up where I'm at today. So the last part that I left off, I was talking about pretty much being locked up in the bathroom and trying to find a way out. What I forgot to say the first time was how when he first came up to the bathroom door, the first thing he said was, "You killed Nip." And I'm just thinking, like, people still really think that, like, that's just a rumor. You can't pull up no files where I ever dissed them. You can't pull up anything of me saying anything towards them or anything. And it's just, I just found it ridiculous that somebody was coming up saying something like that. In my eyes, I took it as just somebody wanting to get in the mix of something, or they was just looking for attention. That's exactly what I was thinking already. Like, man, because I was already probably hooked up at that time anyway, so people should have saw that I was already thinking, like, this nigga just looking for attention type, like. So yeah, so that was that with that part. So the gas station clerk was trying to get me out the bathroom. He was knocking on the door, seeing if he had any extra keys. They couldn't open up the door, so I guess he just left. At the same time, I feel like he knew what was going on. So I guess really that's why he wasn't really doing nothing to stop the situation. Let's see. So after a while, I started getting like frustrated or annoyed, like they like to say, and I'd start when I heard somebody in the gas station opening up the refrigerated part where all the drinks and stuff is at. I just start banging on the wall so they can hear me, but they act like they couldn't hear me or whatnot. So what I did was I took the mirror down off the wall, and then I tried to climb in the hole, but there was no way to the other side still, so I was stuck anyway. So I just started banging on the inside of that hole and asking for help, and they act like they couldn't hear me. I know that they heard me because the girl that was in there, she started arguing with the other clerk saying he need help, and she was like she gonna call the police, but the clerk owner was saying he can't get involved because if he get involved, then they're gonna come after him. So which in my eyes look crazy is because pretty much they came after me for nothing. So it's just like you did the same thing pretty much, and you telling other people you're gonna come after them for getting involved, but you did the same thing pretty much if that was the case. And then you want to play like you innocent when somebody start coming after you. It's like, that's crazy. That's just the game they play. Like, no matter what, they always gonna be right in their eyes. In their eyes, they can do nothing wrong. They can do everything and nothing wrong. So that was that. I figured I wasn't getting out, so I finally got frustrated enough to where I was just like, if I get shot, I'm gonna get shot. Fuck it. I'm gonna open this door and I'm gonna bolt out of here. And that's the fuck I did. I just opened the door and I ran the fuck out. I was expecting to at least get shot a couple times, some shit. I didn't feel nothing. I made it down the thing. I'm like, damn, I didn't get touched. Like, what the fuck? And so that was that. I run down the street, and then I realized, like, damn, your stupid ass done left your shit all in the motherfucking bathroom. You gotta go back for that shit. So I was like, this couple was no cars was going by, and I was asking them for help or whatever. Nobody was trying to help a nigga at all. But finally, this couple pulled into their house or whatnot. They asked me if I needed help, and I'm like, yeah. And so they went ahead and they called 911 for me, and I told them my situation. They relayed back to the police. Police came out. I went back to my stuff. All my stuff was in there, and yeah. So that was that whole little situation. So then now the new rash, now everybody was saying like, oh, you snitch, this and that. Like, I didn't give a fuck. You see, I don't care. Shit, I don't give a fuck. I'm me, so I don't care. I ain't gotta prove myself to nobody. I don't gotta prove myself to be hood to nobody. I don't gotta prove myself to be square to nobody. I'm just me. So yeah, so that was that situation. The new rash was like, you snitching and all that. You know, I took it in stride and I just kept going. And then so I tried to walk all the way to Missouri, and I actually did. I walked all the way down there, and then I was looking for somewhere to it took me a few hours to get down there, but it was Missouri and Kansas still. So but it was the other side of Kansas, and I get down there, and I'm asking people like, am I in Missouri yet? They like, yeah, this is it. And I remember asking the directions, where's the state line at? And pretty much everybody was like, I remember some people pointing in the wrong direction, some people pointing in the right direction. They was trying to confuse me because they know I didn't have no service at the time. So then I asked this one dude, and I remember him completely ignoring me. I'm just like, damn, like, what the fuck? At this point, I knew they knew me. At this point, the way certain people was acting and stuff, so I was just like, whatever. I took that on the chin. Then I kept walking in the right direction. And then I remember I was just standing there. I went to this one place, and I was just standing there, and this is how I knew I had support and love from people. Cause without them, I would have never went in that direction. I probably would have never made it out the area if I didn't get that help. But from that point on, I was standing in a certain area, and I just said it out loud, but not loud enough, because at this point I know people can hear me, because I'm thinking I could talk through my phone, and so I'm thinking I'm talking through my phone, not knowing I'm the plug the whole time. And so I said, if anybody got Wi-Fi, please unlock it so I can use the Wi-Fi to get directions. I'm looking on the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi pops up with no lock on it. I click on it, it went through. Man, I was happy. I look up the directions, I see where I was going, I see where I was headed, and I switch up my whole direction because I was going in the wrong direction the whole time. I forget where I was going, but I was going in the wrong direction the whole time. So I switch up my directions, I do a little bit of research about the area or whatnot, then I get off the Wi-Fi, and this is how I knew they was trying to help me. because as soon as I finished looking up the research, or as soon as I finished doing my research, I looked at the Wi-Fi again, and the Wi-Fi connection was gone. So I just said thank you, and kept pushing on my way in the right direction. And from that point, it gets blurry again. I don't really remember too much. It was just a lot of walking. Oh yeah, some people offered me waters out on the way. They was giving me waters, residents at that. And that's why I say Kansas, they didn't do me too bad. They didn't do me bad. A lot of people was helping me. I got food, water out there. They helped me. They wasn't tripping off nothing, pretty much. So I'm walking around the area, and dang. So now I get, let's see, I don't know what the city was called, but now I think, yeah, pretty much I'm in that city, or I did a big ass circle, and I ended up right back in the city, or some shit like that, something crazy. And now I'm feeling defeated, because I'm like, I just did all this hours of walking just to do a circle, and I'm right back where I started. And so now I'm going through all this stuff with because now they saying the dude from LA is here. Now I got the neighbor, he's still on me, or I think he's still on me. He probably went back home, for all I know, because I don't remember even thinking about him too much when it was just the dude from LA and number 9 and probably the rest of the crew that I was thinking about at the time. I think he was there. I'm not sure. It's probably times I was thinking he was there. Nah, I don't know. So yeah, I was over there by the train tracks and stuff like that. Every night they'll do some shit to where they hunting for me and shit like that. I'm up on my feet all day, every day type. I'll run over to the train tracks and try and jump on the train. And damn. Wait, yeah. Actually, that's what led me. Everything's so fuzzy at this point because I'm pretty sure I suffered some kind of brain damage from the lack of sleep and the dehydration and just the mental trauma. Like I said, I hit my head on the rock super hard and all that, broke my hand and all that. I'm going through all this shit. And so I was just going through a lot of stuff at the time, so I can't really remember too much around that period. And so, let's see, from what I remember, they was doing all that trapping and stuff. That's how I got out of Kansas. Okay, I'm thinking about how I got out of Kansas. No, I'm thinking how I got out of the other area. No, that was still Kansas. All right, so yeah, they doing this stuff every night, and pretty much I'm trying to jump on trains and everything else. I'm trying to jump on trains and everything. One of the times I almost jumped on the train, almost killed myself, because I tried to jump on the train, but since my hand was broken, my grip wasn't tight enough, and I ended up slipping off the train as it was going. And I ducked my head just in time before the the other ladder showed up with the rail sticking down. It had a rail sticking down. So if I had kept my head up, that shit would have just cracked me in the head, and that would have been that. So I'm looking at everything like, damn, I almost just killed myself. If I didn't put my head down in just a tenth of a second or whatever the seconds was, I would have fucking killed myself.